practice from Unit 4. So on your Schoology course page, please go to Add Terms, Unit 4, Test Practice. You should be able to see a quiz on test practice on your Schoology page, but if you don't see it, don't worry. You can follow the steps in test practice folder as well. So here we have two folders. One of them is called At the Doctors, which is about form completion. The second one is called John Miller, which is about interview. So these are two things that you need to do for this lesson. So first, please go to At the Doctors folder. Here you can see that everything is in this folder. First of all, there's a quiz for you that should be activated for you guys on your Schoology course page. So if you go there, if you look at the questions, you can see that there are 8 questions in total. Most of them, 7 of them, are multiple choice. So you just need to, choose one of those options. And these are just about yourself, to answer the questions about yourself. So please do the quiz first, answer the quiz questions, and then go back to the folder again. There is another activity for you to do before you do the audio. So dictation, which lasts about 2 minutes and 57 seconds. So a few sentences. Usually the dictation sentences are taken from the main video or audio. So please do the dictation as well. When you finish that, go to the same folder again and download the handout. Yeah, let's download the handout and go over the questions that we're going to do. By this time, you should already know that the form completion audio is played just once. So here you listen and you need to fill in the gaps simultaneously. So it's a question about that happens in student health center. So there's a patient whose name is Martin Hansen. He sees a doctor. So these are the information that we're looking for. So you will hear the audio has 2 parts. First, you will listen to part 1, which covers the questions from 1 to 6, and then you will listen to the second part, which covers the questions from 7 until 10. So it will have 2 parts. I will show you where to find the audios. So the first question asks us about the faculty name. So you need to write what faculty the student is in. The address, so 13, the name of the street here. Telephone, what's his or her telephone. Date of birth, so 1986, but the exact date. Serious illness or accidents, you're writing here. Operation, the answer is no. Allergies, what kind of allergies does this patient, Martin, have? So these are the questions for part 1, and we have, so let me show you where you can find the audio as well. So part 1 is this audio, which lasts about 30 minutes 15 seconds. So please open the audio now, listen to it, and answer the questions here from 1 to 6. When you're done, go over the questions from 7 to 10. Let's do it together. Why is Martin visiting the doctor? The reason why. How many hours does Martin usually sleep? Pretty straightforward. You need to write the number of hours. When is it the worst? When is the illness the worst? And then number 10, which 2 things does the doctor suggest? So the doctor has suggestions, 2 suggestions. So what are they? 1 and 2. So these are the questions for part 2, which you can find again in the same folder, the doctor's folder, part 2. It's shorter audio. So please listen to it as well and answer the questions. When you're done with the questions, you can now start checking your answers. So the first one was faculty name. Let's see. So the faculty that the student is in is medicine. And the second question asks about address. So what street? And here there's a spelling there. You can, for which I'm sure you had time to write the spelling. Chatham is the correct spelling. The next question was about number. So 01-734-24655 is the telephone number. Let's see what was the next question. The next question was the date of birth. We have the year, but the date of birth, Martin's date of birth is, what is the date of birth? Sorry, it's here. June 15th is the date of birth. It should be 6th though. Okay. And the next question. Serious illness or accidents? The answer is a broken leg. So Martin had a broken leg. So he had no any operations known. And the question was about any allergies. Yes, to dust and cats is the correct answer. So these are the answers to questions from 1 to 6. And then here we have the answers for questions from 7 to 10. Let's go over them. Let's look what's the question for number 7. Why is Martin visiting the doctor? Yeah, what is his problem? So he has a pain behind his eyes and his forehead. So that's the reason why he is visiting the doctor. And the next question was, how many hours does he sleep? And the answer is about 8.5 hours. Let me show you the next question. Question number 9. When is it the worst? We're asking about the illness, when it's the worst. And the answer is, it's worse at the end of the day. So is at the end of the day is the correct answer. And the last question was 2 suggestions that the doctor gives to Martin. Let me show you the question. 2 things that the doctor suggests. So 2 things. First, you should get that done again, just to make sure that it's not the cause. And take an aspirin, 1 aspirin or 2 when you are in pain is the answer for it. So guys, we are done with the form completion. And now let's go to the second part of this test practice, which is about interview part, interview with John Miller. So for this audio, but the audio is in the, again, listening to album, media album here. Here's the audio, click Ctrl F, type John, it's here. Yes, of course the interviews will be played twice. So let's download the handout first and go over the questions before we even play the audio. Here we have 6 questions in total. The first one, by the way, it's about an interview with John Miller. He's talking about his new book, The Story of Ice Cream. Of course, we'll hear the conversation twice. The first question, what was in the ice cream eaten by the ancient Romans? When and where was true ice cream created? How much was the Hakipoki ice cream? So there's a specific ice cream. Where was Ernest Hemingway from, the country? What technology made ice cream more available for people? So there's a technology that helped the popularity of ice cream. The last question, what did Ernest Hemingway put ice cream in? So there's a specific thing. So these are the 6 questions that you need to answer after listening to the audio. The audio is here. I just showed you. Download the audio, listen to it twice, and now come back and answer the questions. So we have the tape script also. Let's check the answers against the handout. What was in the ice cream eaten by the ancient Romans? Let's look at the tape script. So it says that ancient Romans mixed ice with fruit. So they were using ice with fruit, and it was the kind of, ice cream. When and where was true ice cream created? So of course that wasn't a true ice cream, that was kind of like artificial. But true ice cream was created in France in 1775 is the correct answer. The next question. How much was Hakipoke ice cream? So it was only a penny. Hakipoke, only a penny, very cheap. The next question. Where was Ernest Hemingway from? Let's find out. So if you look at the tape script, you will see it says a Syrian man. So he was from Syria. Syria is the name of the country, is the correct answer. Next question. What technology made ice cream more available for people? So the invention of refrigerator is the answer. So the development or invention of refrigerator made ice cream more popular. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, not this one. The next question. What did this guy, Ernest Hemingway, put ice cream in? The answer is he put the ice cream into a cone. So he, for the first time, he used the cone, and cone is the right answer. Yeah, that's the end of this lesson. I hope you guys did well on this test.